Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. So, I hope you guys are enjoying these notary documents. Let's get into it. We're going to be discussing an application for delivery of mail through an agent. That agent could be a business, it could be a virtual mailbox, it could be a P.O. box, it could be a numerous of different things, but ultimately it's not your physical address where you reside. For this document, the person that asked you to help them complete it will need to provide two forms of identification. Both forms of identification need to have their picture and it needs to have an actual number to it. So that would be a passport, a state identification, that would be immigration identification, that would be anything with like a passport, anything that has an actual number on it, and then it has the actual picture on it. And it needs to be like a state identification. So let's go ahead and get into it. So box number 1 is going to be the day that you are helping them complete this document. Now, the truth of the matter, will they have questions? Yes. The first time I did this document, I messed up on it. It's confusing. So you need to take your time and go through each box. And I ultimately would recommend go to Google and put in 1583 form. That's the name of this form. And you can put in instructions and it'll give you the instructions that can walk you through completing this document, at least the first time you do it. So let's go ahead and get to number 2. So here, this will be the legal name of the person that has asked you to help them do this form. You're going to come over here to number 3. This will be your new address that you're going to be utilizing. So whether it's a virtual mailbox or it's a business, it's going to go there. The new address that you're applying to use, it'll go here. And then here, well, no, actually that's 5. We're not going to go there. So 3 will be the actual address that you're going to be utilizing. 4 is the company that's over that address. So it would be like their corporate. That corporate's information would go here. So the name of the corporate office, the address of the corporate office, all of that would go for number 4. And then 5, this is authorizing whoever this is, your virtual mailbox or the building or whatever, it's authorizing them to accept certified mail in your name or in your business's name. So then any name that you want them to accept certified mail would go in this box, whether it's your business name or your personal name. So then you would come down to number 6. And once again, that would be the legal name of the applicant. You'll come down here for number 7. This is the address. This is the actual physical address of this individual. So it cannot be a P.O. box. It needs to be their physical address. And it needs to match the address that's on the identifications that they're going to provide. At least one of them, it needs to have that address on it. So then we'll come down to number 8. And this would be the 2 forms of identification. So you would put, if it's a passport, and then you would put the passport number. You would come down and you would put the other form of identification. So if it's a Florida driver's license, you would put that, and then you would put the actual driver's license number. Whatever the 2 forms of identification, you're going to use the actual numbers in each box. And you're going to verify. So even if they write it, when you certify this, you need to make sure that the numbers match. You need to physically see these identifications, okay? Now, 9 through 14 is basically all about your business. So if you're using this for your actual business, so like for your notary business or any other business that you have, This information is going to come from the actual business. So the actual name of the business, the address of the business, the telephone number of the business. You're going to come down here and that's 10. So 11, it's going to be the type of business. So what type of business it is. So number two, let's see, and where's 12 at? And right here for 12 is going to be the names of the businesses. Like if you want to have anything forwarded, that would go there. If it's a corporation, you need to give the name and the addresses of any of the officers. If it's a corporation. If not, it's going to be an NA. 14, if it's a corporation or a trade, the day that the business was registered, the county and state, that would all go right here. If this is not a corporation, just like here it says none, 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 it's going to say none. You'll come down further, and then here, this is where you would do your notarial act here. So you would sign your name as the notary, and you would stamp right here. Yes, that's a small space, but your stamp will fit there. After you get used to stamping, you will be able to position your stamp in a way that you can fit in between lines. And ultimately, other than that, you can always go to, I'm not going to say Amazon, I'll tell you Notary Rotary. It's a company that sells mini stamps. So that stamp is good to get in between small spaces. I have yet to find another place where you can find a mini stamp. So it's probably on Amazon. I just personally have not found it. So then you'll come here, and for 16, it would be the applicant, the person who has asked you to help them complete this document. They would sign their name there. And that would be the end of this document. So I would just once again recommend that you go ahead and print out the instructions on filling out this document at least the first time you complete it. And I have one more tip. A lot of people are asking me, where am I getting my documents? Not all of them, but there's a lot of them on e-forms. So if you go to e-forms, you can find wills, power of attorneys, all kind of legal documents, completely free, PDF. Thank you.